Charlie Sheen's story is one of epic highs and devastating lows, a journey filled with fame, fortune, and unimaginable struggles. From his rise to stardom in blockbuster films and hit TV shows, to his infamous public meltdowns and personal battles with addiction and scandals, Charlie Sheen's life has been anything but ordinary. Join us as we delve into the captivating and chaotic world of Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen was born Carlos Erwin Estevez on September 3, 1965, in New York City. He's the youngest son of veteran actor Martin Sheen and artist Janet Templeton. Growing up, Charlie was surrounded by the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, thanks to his father's acting career. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing in the Sheen household. Martin Sheen's career demanded extensive travel and long periods away from home, which sometimes created a strained environment. Nonetheless, Martin and Janet were devoted parents who encouraged their children's creative pursuits. Charlie and his siblings, Emilio, Ramon, and Renee, often found themselves caught between the worlds of Hollywood's glimmer and the more grounded, sometimes volatile, family dynamics at home. Charlie Sheen's interest in acting ignited early. He appeared in his father's film, The Execution of Private Slovik, in 1974, when he was just 9 years old. However, his formal entry into the acting world began in the early 1980s. After being expelled from Santa Monica High School for poor attendance and bad grades, Charlie decided to pursue acting full-time. His first significant role came in 1984 with the Cold War teen drama Red Dawn, where he played Matt Eckert. This role was followed by a breakout performance in Oliver Stone's critically acclaimed Platoon in 1986, where he portrayed Chris Taylor, a young soldier facing the brutal realities of the Vietnam War. Platoon was not only a commercial success, but also cemented Charlie's status as a serious actor. The late 1980s and early 1990s saw Charlie Sheen's career skyrocket. He starred in a string of successful films, including Wall Street in 1987, alongside his father, Martin Sheen, and the cult classic Major League in 1989, where he played the wild and unpredictable pitcher, Ricky Vaughn. His performances were praised for their intensity and authenticity, earning him a place among Hollywood's A-list. In the early 2000s, Charlie transitioned to television, landing the lead role in the hit sitcom 2.5 Men, premiering in 2003. The show was a massive success, and Sheen's portrayal of the hedonistic jingle writer Charlie Harper became iconic. His character's blend of wit, debauchery, and underlying heart made 2.5 Men an instant hit. The chemistry between Sheen, Cryer, and Jones contributed significantly to the show's success, and Sheen's comedic timing and delivery were often cited as key factors in the show's popularity. At the height of its popularity, Charlie Sheen became the highest-paid actor on television. By 2010, he was earning a staggering $1.8 million per episode. This remarkable salary reflected not only the show's immense success, but also Sheen's pivotal role in its appeal. His performance garnered critical acclaim and several award nominations, including Golden Globe and Primetime Emmy nods. However, despite the show's success, behind-the-scenes issues began to surface. Sheen's personal life, marked by substance abuse and legal troubles, started to interfere with his professional responsibilities. His erratic behavior and frequent absences from the set led to tensions with the show's producers, particularly with creator Chuck Lorre. These tensions came to a head in early 2011, resulting in Sheen's highly publicized departure from the show. Sheen's exit from 2.5 Men was marked by a series of controversial and bizarre public statements, including the infamous Tiger Blood and Winning interviews.
It's like, winning? I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go! Because I'm me, I'm different. I just have a different constitution, I have a different brain, I have a different heart, I have a different, I get tiger blood, man. I'm too smart. Blinked and I cured my brain, that's epic. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like, droopy-eyed, armless children. I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives, and I gave that to them.
His departure left a significant void in the show, which the producers attempted to fill by casting Ashton Kutcher as a new character. While the show continued for several more seasons, many fans felt that it never quite recaptured the magic of its earlier years with Sheen. Despite the tumultuous end on 2.5 Men, Charlie Sheen's impact on the show and television, in general, remains undeniable. His portrayal of Charlie Harper is still celebrated as one of the most memorable characters in sitcom history, showcasing his unique talent and undeniable charisma. Charlie Sheen's love life has been as eventful as his career. He has been married 3 times and has 5 children. In 1990, Charlie Sheen was engaged to actress Kelly Preston, who would later become well known for her roles in films such as Jerry Maguire and Twins. The couple was living together in Sheen's home when a shocking and bizarre incident occurred that would ultimately lead to the end of their engagement. One morning, while Kelly Preston was in the bathroom, a loaded handgun that was reportedly left in Sheen's pants pocket accidentally discharged. The bullet struck Preston in the arm, causing a minor injury. Sheen rushed Preston to the hospital, where she was treated and released. Although the injury was not life-threatening, the incident was a wake-up call for both Sheen and Preston. The shooting incident was investigated by the police, and it was determined to be accidental. Sheen later explained that he had placed a pair of his pants, containing a small revolver, on a chair in the bathroom. According to Sheen, when Preston picked up the pants, the gun fell out and discharged upon hitting the floor, causing the bullet to strike her. The accident highlighted Sheen's reckless behavior and his casual attitude toward firearms. The media coverage of the incident was intense, and it put a spotlight on Sheen's increasingly erratic lifestyle. Although no charges were filed against Sheen, the incident had lasting consequences for his personal life. Preston went on to marry actor John Travolta in 1991, with whom she had 3 children and remained married until her death in 2020. Shortly after the shooting, Kelly Preston ended the engagement and moved out of Sheen's home. The couple's relationship had already been strained, and the shooting incident was the final straw. For Sheen, the incident was an early indication of the turbulent and chaotic personal life that would follow him throughout his career. It marked the beginning of a series of personal and legal troubles that would become synonymous with his public persona. His first marriage was to model Donna Peel in 1995, but the marriage was short-lived, ending in 1996 amidst revelations of Sheen's involvement in a Hollywood Madam scandal. This scandal erupted when Sheen's name surfaced during the highly publicized trial of Heidi Fleiss, a notorious Hollywood madam who ran a high-end prostitution ring catering to wealthy and influential clients. During Fleiss's trial, it was revealed that Sheen had been one of her frequent clients, spending an estimated $50,000 on her services. This revelation shocked the public and tarnished Sheen's reputation, as he admitted under oath to having spent significant amounts of money on call girls provided by Fleiss. The scandal brought intense media scrutiny and embarrassment, leading to further strain on his nascent marriage with Peel. The strain and public humiliation contributed to the rapid deterioration of their relationship. Donna Peel, who was also grappling with the sudden thrust into the public eye and the associated pressures, decided to file for divorce. The couple's marriage lasted barely a year, ending officially in 1996. This was a major public relations crisis for Sheen, and marked the beginning of a series of personal and legal troubles that would follow him throughout his career. It also highlighted the extent of his risky behavior and set a precedent for the numerous scandals that would continue to plague his personal life. In 2002, Charlie Sheen married actress Denise Richards. The two had met on the set of the film Good Advice in 2000 and began dating shortly afterward. They got engaged in December 2001 and tied the knot on June 15, 2002. Their marriage was initially seen as a fairy tale union between 2 high-profile Hollywood stars. The couple welcomed their first daughter, Sam J. Sheen, on March 9, 2004. However, behind the scenes, their marriage was already beginning to unravel. Reports of Sheen's ongoing substance abuse and wild partying began to surface, causing strain in their relationship. Denise Richards later stated that Sheen's behavior became increasingly erratic and that he was often absent from their home. As Sheen's problems with addiction and infidelity grew, so did the tension in their marriage. Richards alleged that Sheen had been unfaithful multiple times and that his substance abuse was out of control. She also claimed that he had become verbally and physically abusive, creating an unsafe environment for her and their daughter. Despite attempts to reconcile, the situation reached a breaking point. In March 2005, Denise Richards filed for divorce while 6 months pregnant with their second child. This move came as a shock to the public, as the couple had recently appeared to be working on their marriage. The divorce filing was highly publicized, with Richards citing Sheen's substance abuse, violent behavior, and infidelity as reasons for the split. Their second daughter, Lola Rose Sheen, was born on June 1, 2005, amid the ongoing divorce proceedings. The birth of Lola did little to mend their fractured relationship. The divorce turned acrimonious, with both parties engaging in a bitter custody battle and making serious allegations against each other in court. Richards sought sole custody of their daughters, expressing concerns over Sheen's ability to provide a safe and stable environment due to his addiction issues and erratic behavior. The divorce was finalized in November 2006, but the conflicts between Sheen and Richards continued for years. They frequently clashed over custody arrangements and child support, with Richards often returning to court to modify the terms in response to Sheen's ongoing struggles. Despite their tumultuous relationship, Denise Richards has stated that she always tried to prioritize the well-being of their daughters and maintain a co-parenting relationship with Sheen. Charlie's third marriage was to real estate investor and actress Brooke Muller in May 2008. The couple had met through mutual friends in 2006 and quickly developed a close relationship. They married in an intimate ceremony at a private estate in Beverly Hills, attended by close friends and family. In March 2009, Brooke gave birth to twin sons, Bob and Max Sheen. While the birth of their children was a joyous occasion, it didn't take long for problems to surface in their marriage. Reports of Sheen's continued struggles with substance abuse and erratic behavior began to emerge, causing a significant strain on their relationship. The marriage reached a critical point on Christmas Day in 2009 when Charlie Sheen was arrested in Aspen, Colorado, following a domestic violence incident. Brooke Muller accused Sheen of holding a knife to her throat and threatening to kill her during an argument. Sheen was charged with felony menacing, third-degree assault, and criminal mischief. He spent a night in jail before being released on bond. In August 2010, Sheen pleaded guilty to misdemeanor assault as part of a plea deal. The deal included a 30-day stint in a rehabilitation center, 30 days of probation, and 36 hours of anger management counseling. Despite the plea deal, the damage to their marriage was irreparable. Amid the legal battles, the couple attempted to reconcile, but the relationship continued to deteriorate. Sheen's substance abuse issues persisted, and Muller also struggled with addiction. Both entered rehab multiple times during their marriage, but their efforts to achieve sobriety were unsuccessful. In November 2010, Brooke Muller filed for divorce, and the couple officially separated in February 2011. The divorce was finalized in May 2011, but their tumultuous relationship didn't end there. The custody battle over their twin sons became highly contentious in public. Both Sheen and Muller were granted joint custody, but the arrangement was fraught with conflict, often resulting in legal disputes and court appearances. In 2013, both Sheen and Muller lost custody of their sons temporarily due to their ongoing substance abuse issues. The twins were placed in the care of Sheen's ex-wife, Denise Richards, who already had 2 daughters with Sheen. This arrangement was intended to provide stability for the boys, while their parents addressed their addiction problems. The public feuds between Sheen and Muller were frequently covered by the media, painting a picture of a tumultuous and chaotic personal life. Their ongoing struggles with addiction and the legal battles over custody highlighted the challenges both faced in maintaining a stable environment for their children. Despite his personal struggles, Charlie has expressed love and concern for his children. His relationships with them, especially during his periods of public scandal, have been complex and often strained. However, he has made efforts to be present in their lives and provide for them financially. In 2011, Sheen's then-girlfriend, Capri Anderson, filed a restraining order against him, claiming he had threatened her life. This followed the Plaza Hotel incident where she was the escort present in the room. Similarly, in 2016, Sheen's ex-fiancée, Scottine Ross, also known as Brett Rossi, filed a lawsuit accusing Sheen of assault, battery, and failing to disclose his HIV status. Charlie Sheen's life has been riddled with struggles, primarily due to substance abuse and mental health issues. Sheen's first known attempt at rehab occurred early in his career, when his reckless behavior and personal issues began to spiral out of control. This marked the beginning of a long and tumultuous journey with substance abuse treatment. Over the years, Sheen has entered rehab many times, each stint reflecting another chapter in his ongoing struggle to achieve sobriety. In 1998, Sheen suffered a severe health scare that underscored the gravity of his addiction. He overdosed on cocaine, leading to a significant medical emergency. On May 20th, 1998, Sheen was found in critical condition at his Malibu home and was rushed to Los Robles Hospital and Medical Center in Thousand Oaks, California. The overdose was so severe that Sheen suffered a stroke, a life-threatening complication that required immediate and intensive medical intervention. At the hospital, Sheen was closely monitored in the intensive care unit. His condition was serious, and he faced a prolonged recovery period. The stroke affected his motor skills and speech, requiring extensive rehabilitation to regain full functionality. This health crisis was a stark wake-up call, highlighting the potentially fatal consequences of his substance abuse. This near-death experience led Sheen to his first serious attempt at rehab. Following his discharge from the hospital, he entered a rehabilitation facility to begin the difficult process of detoxification and recovery. Charlie Sheen's battle with addiction has been a recurring theme throughout his life, leading to multiple stints in rehab. The exact number of times he has entered rehab is not publicly documented, but it is widely known that his efforts to overcome substance abuse have been numerous and well publicized. His most publicized struggles began in 2010 when his erratic behavior on the set of 2.5 Men led to his dismissal from the show. This period included bizarre public appearances, infamous interviews, and the coining of catchphrases like winning and tiger blood. His behavior was attributed to a combination of substance abuse and possible mental health issues, though Sheen often dismissed these claims.
Any stranger. And then he posed on top of a building with what looks like a long knife.
You're the best, Charlie!
Charlie and one of his so-called goddesses, Natalie Kenley, posed for pics on top of a building in LA. And is that his famed tiger blood he's drinking? The Paps certainly think so.
Charlie, were you drinking tiger blood up there? Are you going to quit drugs? Man, Charlie.
Is that a new product? When can I get some tiger blood in?
No, soon enough.
Can we get a bottle? I got it. Can we get a...
In 2015, Charlie Sheen publicly revealed that he was HIV positive, a diagnosis he received in 2011. This revelation added another layer to his already complicated public persona and brought attention to issues of HIV stigma and mental health. He claimed that the diagnosis contributed to his erratic behavior, as he struggled to come to terms with the disease and the fear of it becoming public knowledge.
I'm here to admit that I am, in fact, HIV positive. And I have to put a stop to this onslaught, this barrage of it's a hard 3 letters to absorb, you know. It's a turning point in one's life. Because I was so depressed by the condition that I was in that I was doing a lot of drugs. I was drinking way too much, and I was making really bad decisions. That part I own, 100%.
Throughout his life, Sheen has had multiple run-ins with the law, including arrests for assault, drug possession, and probation violations. His relationships with family, friends, and colleagues have often been strained due to his unpredictable behavior and substance abuse issues. In recent years, Charlie Sheen has attempted to turn his life around. He has spoken openly about his struggles with addiction and his journey towards sobriety. Despite the ups and downs, Sheen continues to work in Hollywood, although his roles have been fewer and less prominent than during his peak years. As of December 2023, Charlie Sheen has been sober for nearly 6 years. He credits his sobriety to a significant lifestyle change focused on raising his children and maintaining a consistent routine. His journey to sobriety began after a heart-wrenching moment involving one of his daughters, which prompted him to quit alcohol and start anew. Today, Sheen leads a disciplined life, waking up early, staying active, and prioritizing his role as a father. His sobriety has allowed him to rebuild relationships and even return to acting projects. He has also become an advocate for HIV awareness, using his platform to discuss living with the virus and encouraging others to get tested and seek treatment. His candidness about his condition has helped to reduce stigma and raise awareness about HIV. Charlie Sheen's life has been a roller coaster of highs and lows. From his early days in a famous family to becoming one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors and becoming one of Hollywood's most controversial figures. His career was marked by personal battles with substance abuse, legal troubles, and tumultuous relationships. Despite numerous stints in rehab and public scandals, Sheen has shown resilience, recently turning his focus to sobriety and HIV awareness. His journey has been marked by significant achievements and profound personal struggles. Through it all, Sheen remains a fascinating and complex figure, continuing to captivate audiences worldwide. Charlie's life has been anything but ordinary. What do you think of Charlie Sheen's story? Let us know in the comments below. As we close this chapter, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from Hollywood. Until next time, keep your head high and your spirits even higher.